What's up YouTube, this is JP Panther back with a video, and today's video is actually my Spider-Man box office update video. We're about to get into it right now, so again I will link the article in the description box down below so you guys can check it out. This is from deadline.com, and again there's a bunch of articles talking about it as well, so I'll probably link them as in the description box as well, but you guys could probably go on Google and look for most of the articles and pick which one you want to read and stuff like that. But here, we're about to go into this right now. So Spider-Man No Way Home swings to 1.37 billion worldwide, and now it's the 12th highest grossing film of all time. It beat out movies like Black Panther, which I'm still kind of salty over. It is what it is. Records are meant to be broken. And then it talks about all the other movies it has broken as well. Yeah, it's a lot. I mean, like, and domestically, it's like Domestically, it's on the top 10 highest grossing domestic North American films of all time. It just beat The Incredibles 2, the Disney Pixar cartoon movie, so now it's number 10. And it's probably going to beat like The Last Jedi and Avengers and a whole bunch of other records as well, especially during the upcoming week as well. So globally, I mean, we could talk about the movies that it's already broke. It broke Black Panther's record. It broke Harry Potter, The Deathly Hallow Part 2. The Last Jedi worldwide, good. Jurassic World 2. Frozen, the first one. Beauty and the Beast. The Incredibles 2. These are the worldwide records. And then domestically, it's like, it pretty much beat like every single movie. It's like, it beat like, what? Beauty and the Beast and stuff like that. So again, domestically and worldwide, it just keeps on printing money, and it just keeps making money. And then it talks about how this upcoming week, or this Friday, the last market it's planning to be released in is in Japan, and they said Japan is like a huge Spider-Man market, so it could probably do very, very well as well. So I guess it'll increase the international numbers. And there's no word on for a China release, which it just shows you that Demon Slayer, Spider-Man, they both did very, very well without a China release. And even all these other movies that got a China release, they still didn't really make profit, like Fast and the Furious, Dune, and I think James Bond and a few others. They still didn't make profit. So even with a China release, it doesn't even matter. And even with a China release, you only get 25% of that gross revenue, so it doesn't really matter. So just trying to let you guys know. And it beat some like China war movie or something like that, like recently. It's now the highest grossing film of 2021. I mean, you guys already know about that. Other movies like The Matrix and Sing 2 and others and Kingsman are bombing at the box office. And I just kind of want to go more in detail about this, right? I'm very happy as a comic book fan or a nerd or whatever you want to call me. I'm happy that a Demon Slayer and a Spider-Man did very, very well. It does show you that geek culture is taking much more seriously than it was 10, 15, 20 years ago. Economically, as like anime fans, comic book fans, stuff like that, we have a lot more economic leverage on Wall Street and Hollywood. And also, I think it's going to be a really good thing for us nerds and geeks, because now it shows you that we pretty much run the world. Let's just keep it honest. This is during the pandemic. You had a Japanese comic book and American comic book that saved millions of jobs and millions of lives compared to all the lockdowns and the government interference and stuff like that. So we had all this crazy carnage, and the nerd stuff's able to dominate. And also, I would say going forward is that they did talk about, again, there's all these articles and videos you've probably seen about where Hollywood, or at least these bankers and shareholders, investors, they're pretty much being like, we're going to just cut a lot of this stuff out, you know what I mean? So a lot of the smaller movies, they're just going to put them on streaming and stuff like that. And also, what I'm trying to say is that with streaming and stuff like that, they're just going to put a lot of them on like, HBO Max, Netflix, stuff like that. So overall, to sum up the whole thing, is that it's going to continue making money regardless, but it's also going to hurt these other movies as well. But again, that's just business. A lot of grandmas and grandpas are mad, but you understand this is just business, man. This is something you guys got to realize. It's business at the end of the day, and you guys understand how business works. And how business works is that whoever delivers a product, whoever has the product that makes people want to go see it, they are going to go see it. It's just what it is. And it's just business. It's not personal. So we're going to see what happens, man, at the end of the day. I'm very, very happy that it's making all this money. It just breaks the movie left and right. And a lot of box office analysts are being like, oh my God, how did it do so well? Dude, you could tell it's doing very, very well. I mean, it's obvious. I mean, like, you guys probably know, like, spoiler alert, I mean, at this point, but spoilers, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Toby and Garfield are in the movie. So you guys already know this, man. Like, you could kind of figure out and use common sense. Now, the problem is I did read in Yahoo Finance and all these other articles is that it's pretty much going to be the superhero, the nerd, the geek, like the superhero, anime, video game, the nerd franchises that are pretty much going to dominate the cinemas. And they said the problem is, like, you have movies like West Side Story and stuff like that appeal more to an older demographic. The problem is the older demographic, even though they have more disposable income and financial leverage and they have a lot more free time and stuff like that, where they're too scared and have too much anxiety when it comes to the coronavirus. You feel me? They're too busy listening to the Dr. Fauci's, the Trumps, the governors, the mayors, stuff like that. So it's really messing up the box office. And these bankers or shareholders, like all these smaller indie movies or non-blockbuster movies or the grown-up movies, they're just going to put them on streaming. That's pretty much it. Or put them on TV. You'll probably have them on like Oprah's network, Lifetime, Hallmark, and stuff like that. But to put it in a cinema, no. And what happens is that the audience has shown up for Spider-Man and they're using that as an economic leverage. They're like, listen, every movie in 2022, because before it was like, all right, Demon Slayer was the financial standard, like 516 million. That's like the bar. Now the bar in 2022 is that they want Spider-Man type numbers or close to it. So pretty much to sum it up, they want the movies to hit $1 billion just like Spider-Man No Way Home. And honestly, it's unrealistic, but hey, it is what it is. You got to pick movies that are appealing, people want to go see. But I will say that the financial standard is going to be very, very high because there's just no excuse anymore. They don't care about Omicron or another variant and stuff like that. They want the paper now. And that's just what it is at the point. It's just what it is. So whoever's making the money, whoever's doing that, it's business. You sell a product, people like it. And if they like it, they like it. And that's just simple. And I just think going forward is that they're just going to cut out a lot of this stuff. I mean, it's going to be all blockbuster stuff going forward. It sucks, but it is what it is. I mean, I personally don't want where every single movie is just a blockbuster. But again, those are the things that people show up. The problem is, if you make the argument last year, you had a bunch of blockbusters that came out last year, and most of them bombed except for, or didn't make profit, or barely made profit. Besides Demon Slayer, now Jujutsu Kaisen, and now Spider-Man. That's it. Those are the only 3 movies that really made profit. So at the end of the day, it's just what it is. So again, that's pretty much it, guys. Let me know what you guys think about this. What's your thoughts about the Spider-Man box office? Are you guys surprised? Are you guys not surprised? A lot of analysts and people are saying that it will hit, 1.8 to 1.7 billion. I mean, that's reasonable. And there's a lot of them saying that it's going to hit $2 billion. I'm like, calm down with that, right? I say from objective, like just realistically, because now the hype's going to die down. I would say 1.6 to 1.7. I may probably make more, but that's my conservative, worldwide total run by the end of it. And also, there's no big movie that comes out until Morbius comes out. So Spider-Man's gonna have a whole month to pretty much dominate. Pretty much, it's gonna be number one for like 5 or 6 weeks. Because I think this is his 3rd week. So, and there's no other big movie that comes out. I think there's like some other movie, some girl gun movie, the 5 something. There's some other movie that comes out, but it ain't go that into Spider-Man. So again, that's pretty much it, guys. Let me know in the comment section below. Make sure you rate and like the video and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Peace and have a great day and take care.